Morning, everyone. I arrived last night at 12:30 midnight, and after that I've been charging it since last night. Now I think it's almost 97%, and it's going around almost 10 kilowatt. Earlier when it was 93%, it was still hitting 11 kilowatt. But it's okay, I'm not complaining. I think in terms of charging time, in terms of me, I'm very happy. You can see the mileage. It is now almost 3,700. About almost 3 weeks. I don't know how long I've had the car. With 97 kilowatt is 97%. I have about 353 kilometers of mileage. I'm gonna 97. Yeah, I'm gonna get it charged to 100. And just wanna share with you in terms of the charging itself. So I have been now it's I've been charging for 6 hours. This is the amount, 67 kilowatt per hour, and then running at 10.2. So I've been been charging for this month. Well, since I changed the wall box, right? I mean, they had to restart. So yeah. One thing that I would like to share I would like to explain when I said that when you go to the DC fast charger, especially like the one with high capacity in Shell Tangkak of 180 kilowatt, I think that's what I meant. Because the car can only take at 77 kilowatt max. So but if you are paying for the time of a Shell Tangkak which can go up to 180 kilowatt, so technically these are all the capacity that you can't use. And even by the time you hit 40% of your storage, by the time the battery hit 40%, then it starts dropping, right? From your whatever max capacity of 77, it starts dropping to 60 plus, and then went to 58, high 50s, and that's just about when you hit 50% storage. When you hit 60%, but then at the same time, those kind of DC fast charging, they can give you up to all this level, but you can't use it. You can only use whatever the capacity of your battery. So it's something for you to reflect. So sometimes when I look at this, I wonder if I were to just go at a 50 kilowatt DC charger. Yeah, I mean I may have missed some of this. I wonder how much does it really impact my charging time and my cost to charge if I were to just go to a 50 kilowatt charger. Ideally here, I think 100 kilowatt is okay, maybe perhaps, right? 150 or 100, I think 100 is definitely a sweet spot for me, for a Hyundai Kona. 100 kilowatt, yeah, I guess so. 50 is okay, but 100 I think is the best. 180 is a bit too much, but it's okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. So yesterday when I went to so when I came back from Shell Tangkak, when I came back from JB, I did use the ABPR, the Better Route Planner. So I left Johor Bahru at 68%. So according to Johor Bahru, so I set this one at 68% because that was how much battery I had at that time. And then it advised me to go to Shell Tangkak again for a recharge, and then drive straight back home with 10% capacity. And I have to say that it's quite precise. Quite happy with it. Actually, when I came back last night, I had 8% of battery, and that was because there was some part of the highway I did way above the speed limit. Just so I wanted to get home faster. And as a matter of fact, last night I arrived at 12:27, so which is about 15 minutes earlier than planned. In terms of the charging itself, I think it was a good. I mean, I do needed the rest. So when I was charging yesterday, I think I stopped for 40 minutes at Shell Tangkak. So 40 minutes was enough for me to have some rest, because yesterday was a very long drive. So yeah, so honestly, even if this is for the charging time, or even for me 40 minutes yesterday for a charging time, but it was really for me to get a rest. And I don't think I would have changed if I were to drive the ice car. I mean, I still need to rest. So no, honestly, I think this is a reasonable timing. You know, 3 hours and a half roughly from JB to my home yesterday. So that is one reflection. The other bit, so you can see here, the battery slowly going down to 7.4 as it is reaching 98%. The other bit to this, also like to share with you some of the additional pictures that I have gotten, well, rather I took last night. So this is basically, let me see. So somebody asked me how much aircon did I use yesterday. Almost 98% driving, and then I didn't use that much aircon because it was raining, partly. So it was around the outside temperature was around 25 degrees. So I had a mix between switching off the aircon, switching on the seat cooler. Which one? This one, right? The seat cooler. Yeah, switching on this one. So I was alternating between this one and switching on the aircon. So that's why the battery consumption was for climate was nil actually. Then electronics 1%. So is this not high? It's very low. And yeah, you can see here I took a picture of when I arrived, which is almost 15 minutes earlier. And I had 8% of battery left at that time, which is equivalent to 24 kilometers. And that's the other thing that I learned about my behavior last night, because I know I was coming back home, right? I know I was coming back home. I know I have a wall box, so I know that I could just almost max out the car, max out the car because of that. So that was it was an interesting behavior to observe. So I know that even if I go at 5%, the house is there, the wall box is there to charge overnight, and I don't need. And the car it takes me 6 hours plus to fully charge it again. So unlike if you're traveling, right? So when you're traveling, then you know, like, yes, there are some charging facility, but you don't know whether the charging is working or not. You don't know whether there's any car or not, right? You can see, but you don't know how. So you can't really plan that much, especially right now when there's not enough infrastructure. So you just have hope for the best. But so far, almost 1 month of ownership experience, I've been very lucky that whenever I want to go to all these charging facilities, I do not have to queue. So I wonder how my life would be when I have to start queuing when the cars are coming out, more cars are coming out, so like Ioniq and whatnot. So a bragging right, I think this number, so this is a 27, I know you can't see this one, but actually it's 27 kilowatt, 27 kg of CO2 saving, I think. So but I think this is only from Tangkak to my home last night, because I think they restart the calculation. So this tells you 27.2, right? You can see it here. So this sort of like tells you how much how much you save the environment. Yeah, so those are some of the reflection. Again, you can see that now it is hitting 98%. So slowly trickling down to 55 kilowatt. 5.5 kilowatt. So what's my reflection? I think no, I love it. I think almost since my ownership of the car, I love it. I think KLJB is pretty much a done deal for now, until there are more cars coming. and then there's gonna be maybe some traffic jam waiting for others to finish their charging before you can go for your turn. But as of now, as of 23rd of April 2022 in Malaysia, my experience so far has been great in using these transient charging facilities. Really happy. The wall box definitely is a must. Now I definitely is a must. I am recommending the 22 kilowatt. I think is great because it gives you, for me, it allows me maximum charging for my car, which can take 11. But yeah, so rather than installing some the 7.4 kilowatt that I had earlier due to misinstallation. But so yeah, I would for if you have a car that can accept 11 kilowatt AC onboarding, I think it's worthwhile for you to take the 22 kilowatt. It depends, 7 kilowatt is also okay, slightly longer waiting time, because you never know, you might be buying your next EV car would be a 22 kilowatt capacity AC onboarding, right? So then at least now you already have something that can install, something that can give you that 22 kilowatt. So I mean, you're installing it for the future. And as you can see, right, I'm switching on the engine, the aircon is running, but it is still charging nicely from whatever I've shared with you, from 97 to 99, and now it's going to be hitting 100 soon in 15 minutes. Driving experience is good. I'll do another video about some of the things that I think they could just improve on some configuration, but overall very happy. I think a better route planner really works good, and then the charging, I think and now since I know how the Shell Tangkak timing system works for Park Easy. So yeah, I just whenever when I park last night, park quickly, charge quickly, really look at the charging time, and eventually be able to use it. Since we talk about Park Easy, let me see, I don't know whether they can show me I don't see, yeah, I don't have it here, but that was the let me see whether I did I take a snapshot of my bill yesterday from Park Easy. No, I did not. But yeah, overall good experience. Okay guys, so thank you very much. We'll just wait a little bit more for 100%, but more than happy to really answer some of your questions, and hope that you can make better decisions, better lesson learned. I'm just doing this because I want to share my experience with everyone. Thank you very much. Stay safe.